there's actually people who hate Glocks. Not, hey, this is not my primary choice. It's not my choice of gun. There's guns better than this. They actually hate Glocks. I don't understand it. Well, I guess I do understand because I was there, and my hatred for Glock was everybody had one. Everybody in the hood had one, and I didn't get it. Once I got one, I get it. You know, I mean, they have their little problems, but most people that hate Glocks now, other than just the hatred of it's not their brand. I'm a Smith and Wesson guy, and anything else is trash. Other than them guys, there's some theories. Let's talk about it. Let me put this down to the side. Clear. Empty that. I get it. Now, I get it. Out the box, there's, pretty much everything around $500, $600 is better than a Glock. Out the box. But what people don't realize who don't have Glocks is you're missing the purpose of a Glock. Again, second thing too is, the angle. Something, that's something you get used to. If you shoot any other gun and then shoot this blindly without actually aiming, you're actually going to shoot. Your accuracy is going to be off. Just because the angle actually pushed down. You actually got to bend your wrists up for a Glock. You're used to that. Glocks, at one time, was all I shot, and nobody could touch me because that's what I practice with. Again, let's say, out the box, so many other guns that's better than Glock, admittedly. Let's go on with the other complaints about Glocks. The trigger is not that good. So many other good guns that have good. But what you miss about Glock, again, is what you can do to a Glock. Can you make a good... I know y'all just saw that. Can y'all... Damn, jam myself up. Can you make a good trigger? Can you? A little awkward on this hand. Let me switch hands so I won't look all flicked it on camera. Can you make a good trigger on a Glock? So, affirmative. Again, you can make a good trigger on a Glock. The purpose of a Glock is simplicity. This is a Gen 5. You see these? That pin there, that pin there? That's all you need to take down a Glock. Anything breaks on this Glock, anybody with some sort of hands-on tooling can put this back together. Try that with a Springfield. Try that with any 2011, 1911. Try it. If you don't know what the fuck you doing, you in trouble. Try put a trigger in a Smith and Wesson. Try it. Go ahead. Love it. Now, Walters are kind of tough, but even Walters are easier than a Smith and Wesson. Better than an XDM Springfield. Now, the new Echelon, I guess that's going to be easy because the whole thing pops out. Whole new game. That's a whole new game there. That's right now, I ain't shot it yet, but that's blowing everything out the water. But back to Glock. Say my somehow this steel cracked. I can go on eBay, Amazon, probably 2,000 billion websites and get me another slide. Get me another frame. Get me a trigger. Probably hundreds of companies have triggers. Smith & Wesson, I think it's 2, Apex and Overwatch that I can think of. Oh, because the factory is so much better. And it's Smith & Wesson? Yeah, okay. Even the new ones, that thing is trash. Now, can I, besides suppose I'm that guy that likes to trick my gun out. Can I just send this out and make it fancy? Can I send this thing out to Boogeyman Customs and make it kind of fancy? Yes. They do other guns. They do Smith & Wesson or something like that. I don't think Boogeyman does, but there's companies that does. Yeah, it's fine. Suppose this takedown lever breaks. Can you get one from Smith & Wesson? I don't know. I never tried. Try to get this takedown lever. This slide lock from Canic. Yeah. I'm still waiting on an internal part from Canic. It's been 3 months. And I love Canics. Customer service is trash. Yes. Magwell. How many Magwells can you get on a Canic? Smith & Wesson. I think there's 2 Smith & Wesson. Canic, there's 1 factory. So you pretty much, you got this trillions of these somewhere. Trillions of them. Let's go with Glock sights. Trillions of them. It's always, I break my Glock sight. Let me go find another one. Easy. Probably can go on Amazon, eBay, get one shipped in 24 hours. Easy. Good one. Not talking about junk now. Easy. Takedown lever. Again, there's no more easier way than take down a Glock. Just boom, boom, boom. I don't want to look like I didn't know what I was doing. I was just didn't want to take it down, but there you go. Guide rides. Guide ride brake. Let me get it back from the factory. Easy. This ain't shit you want. But you can probably go in any gun store and get one off the shelf. Now granted, if you watch my channel, you can get one of these for mostly any other guns, because guess what? They run Glock guide rides. Smith & Wesson does, Canic does, Walter does, and I guarantee you, I'll let you know by this weekend if that new Springfield Echelon runs Glock parts. Glock striker springs, I haven't found a gun that didn't run them. Run Glock striker springs. Let's just look at the simplicity of this stuff. There's nothing there, but it's reliable. If you don't know guns, Glocks, this little part here, I don't want to take it down here. This little teeny part, $25 part, gives you that from 5.5 pound trigger to a 3 pound trigger. That's if you like that, Some people, you can even go down to 5, but a smoother trigger. It don't take much to fix this. Anything you don't like about Glock, other than the angle. You're not going to change the angle. You got back straps, but that's it. Mag release. These are chrome colored plastic metal. The only thing you can knock on, no, it's not only thing, but the third thing I would knock on Glocks, other than the 48, 43, is this plastic ass, stupid ass plastic mags. I don't get it. What I normally do too is, if you ain't seen my videos, I'll polish these. So this drops out pretty easy without weight, but a metal one, see how they almost, you hear sliding out. A metal one will come out a little faster. And again, I got into, quick story, but I got into I was on one of them Glock fanboy pages on Facebook. I said it'd be nice if Shield Arms or somebody came up with a metal magazine, use the same theory as the Glock 48. Just take all this plastic out and give you more rounds. So I get the theory that it's going to be more than a copy, paste, or cut and get a little homeboy out the way, but because you have to come out with a wave coming from a triple stack and then narrow it down to one. I guess it's going to be harder to do, but it can be done. But they lost their minds because again, is going from a single stack to a double stack is easy because there you got to stagger them, and then you get that capacity. But you still can be done. But they just thought they thought I was a nutcase because I'm thinking if they do the same theory with these plastic ones, they can put like 20 rounds in a 15 round. Well, this is 17 round Glock 45, but you can put 22 rounds probably into this thing. It's just a matter of getting it to neck up top. I'm pretty sure somebody can think of some engineer can think of that. But they lost their minds. I was crazy. Something's wrong with me. Called myself a gun guy. Okay. I had to bounce out of there. I said, yeah, I get y'all don't have the concept. I get it. That's cool. Since it ain't easy, it can't be done. Right? Right. Okay. Anyway. Now, I do agree. My Glocks is always going to be, well, I can't say that. Again, I ain't bought a Glock in a while. But I am going to get that 10 millimeter. I just like them Gen 5s. Them Gen 5s Glocks are sexy to me. Again, I was a hater too. But Glocks is always going to have a place in my safe. I haven't bought one in a while. So many other guns out the box. Right now I'm on a Walter PDP kit Canic. I got the Canic steel, that thing. Phew, my goodness, man, the holes I punch in that thing rapid fire, it's just incredible. I mean, this is pretty much, it's my first competition gun here. I probably can still pull this out. Probably take some practice fire to get that angle down, because I'm probably gonna shoot a little crazy until I get the angle. Because again, I ain't had this angle in a while. But I'll bust the average motherfucker's ass with this. Excuse my language, but I'll bust the average motherfucker's ass with this Glock. Fast fire, I can let this thing light up, man. They swear I have a switch on it. That triggers is amazing. I'm trying to tell you, it is. Again, aftermarket parts. Slides you can get all over frames, and now they locking down on the frames. You gotta get serialized frames, but that's cool. I mean, you gotta keep them ghost guns, man. You gotta keep them criminals out of the game, man. You know what I mean? They killing stupid. Well, anyway, but I just don't understand the hatred. I understand that not being your prime choice, but get a Glock. Go down that rabbit hole. Go down that rabbit hole just without even owning a Glock. If you don't own a Glock, I tell you what you do for me, and just listen to my rant. If you got this far in my video, you probably say, "Oh, Glock turned it off." But if you're still here, go on Google and put in Glock parts or Glock aftermarket, and just scroll. You see why people who have Glocks love Glocks. Now the people who don't like to mess with their Glocks, or don't mess with their guns, yeah, the Glock's not for you. These things run factory. Trust me, the factory trigger is good enough. It is good enough. I ran it for a while, but I'm a tinkering. In case you new to my channel, I tinker the hell out of it. If I can dial it down or put something on it without being retarded, like drums or 30 round magazines, something that I feel as though is practical. And yes, I believe a trigger is practical to me, because a shorter, lighter trigger, I'm more accurate. I can be accurate for a hard 5.5, 6 pound, but I can get more shots off. My timings are better with a lighter, shorter trigger. Of course, less travel than a factory trigger. And I know it's 9mm. The less this slide moves when I'm shooting, the more I like it. That's my goal. I can shoot factory, it doesn't jump out of my hand. I can shoot 45, I can shoot 10mm, and it doesn't jump out of my hand. I can shoot the hard the crazy stuff. I can't even think of the name right now. The 10mm stuff the guys come out. I got it in the safe. I can't even think of what it is now. Anyway, I got some stuff that's coming out the whole almost 2,500 foot-pounds on 10mm, and that's coming out the gun. But I can get holes punched in nice, tight little groupings with 10mm. That's cool. But me, it's something I do. I just like to dial down. It's what I got into, and it's what I do. So again, next gun, which is it should be that Echelon. Next gun is it'd be dialed down. I guarantee you I can put some Glock parts in there. I'll let you know. Well, that's all my rant. I got more, but probably lost my orders. I probably got 2 people left right now. You know, you got. So I'm gonna leave that to that. And again, I think you should have a Glock 19, Glock 17, Glock 45, just one in everybody's collection. I really do. Stop buying me, and it's just my opinion. Stop buying them Taurus. I don't care if it's on the G8s. Taurus is trash. You're not gonna win me over a Taurus. The Beretta, the Apex or APX, that's a running gun. It's just ugly as hell. The grip just looks like, I don't know, Walmart. I just can't get into the looks of that. But them things run. Those are nice, but I just don't. I can't. Now that's an ugly gun. And you're not giving me a high point. I said buy a high point just for views. I said no, I'm not going to do it. I'll belittle myself. Well, that's my rant. Let me know. Give me an opinion. Let's talk. Let's talk Glock. Let's talk not Glock. Let's talk about why you shouldn't buy a Glock and why I should stop videoing Glock and throw all my Glocks in the trash. Holla.